my name is Kamila Routsis and welcome to my new card making video. Today I will show you how to make this awesome distress ink fall background card. For this card we will be using Lawn Fawn stitch leaves die cuts to create stencils and then blend distress ink on top of them. But I will show you everything step by step. This is my first video of my cards, but I've had my blog Life in Moments with my cards for a little over a year now, and I finally decided, with a huge encouragement from my husband Steven, to start a video card tutorial series where I will share my creations with even more of you. So for now, just sit back and relax, and hopefully my project will bring some inspiration and maybe even a little joy in this pre-Christmas period. Now the tools and products we will be using for this project, which I will try to list underneath the video if you're interested in getting the same ones. Now for the cardstock, we'll be using whites and brown. For the white, I used Recollections white cardstock from Michaels. I used it for both card base and the distress piece background. And some brown cardstock from my local craft store for the other layer. Of course, you can use whatever you have in your collection as long as it is white and brown for this project. Next, or rather first of all, I will be using my favorite in the world, distress inks. The colors I'll be using are Wild Honey, Fired Brick, Mustard Seed, and Spiced Marmalade. I just adore these. I discovered them many months ago while watching my first video tutorials, and I got so intrigued that I bought a few. I believe they were mustard seed and fired brick, so that I could blend them together, and they were just perfect. They blend perfectly, they react with water, you can create fantastic backgrounds with them, use them for stamping, coloring, whatever you can think of. Next, my favorite stamps and dies by Lawn Fawn. Now that company totally got me with their sense of humor. I always enjoy seeing their images and sentiments on cards, and I love creating little scenes using the critters. Here I'll be using a stamp set Banerific and also a Hero Art stamp set Messages, where I'll be using a stamp Best Wishes from this set. For this project, I'll be using Lawn Fawn stitch leaves die cuts. Fantastic dies, gives very realistic detail to your die cut leaves. You can use them not just for die cutting, but as a stencil. And this is what I'll be doing with the project today. I got that idea after I die cut some leaves, and I thought it would look great as a background. But instead of having a raised background with all the leaves, I decided to use my distress inks and create a background with blended inks. You should remember to die cut separate leaves with a space around them so that you can have a space for blending your inks and not messing up your project while you're doing it. Now it is best to use some tape adhesive to temporarily attach your card to your surface so that it doesn't move. Here you can see I had a little smudge, so I used a white gel pen to cover it up, and it looks as if nothing was there. Alright, and this is a finished look for the background. That background was definitely missing that little piece of leaf. And now I'll be stamping the sentiment. I'll be using Memento Tuxedo Black for stamping the banner, which is fantastic if you want to color in with your markers. And here I ink up my stamp. You should do it quite thoroughly so you get a good impression. And you stamp it on your cardstock and press quite a lot. And there it is, you've got the banner. Now I'll be using archival ink coffee brown for the sentiment. As I mentioned before, it will be sentiment Best Wishes by Hero Arts Messages stamp set. You ink it up real well and then stamp it on the banner. It is great. Archival inks are real great for stamping. They give very intense impression and very saturated as well. Now I will fussy cut the banner, so I'll speed it up a little bit for you. And here's the banner cut out and ready to be put on the front of the card. This is how it will look like when it's put together, but all the layers will be a little raised. Now we'll assemble the card using foam tape adhesives and for sentiment little square adhesives. For cutting the foam tape, I'll be using Ranger scissors, which I found out are real great and they do not stick to the tape. You can use always some precision scissors to get rid of any imperfections on your card, and nobody will ever know. Here you can see that I reused the cardstock that I started working with previously and smudged some of the ink. You can do that, there are no laws against it. Don't be afraid to reuse your cardstock. Distress inks do not bleed through, which makes them so even more awesome. I showed a little smudge that was there before. I did cover it with my gel pen, but I decided to put that sentiment on top nonetheless. You can also add some die-cut leaves and add them inside of the card for a better look. There you go. And here's the finished card look. Don't you just love these vibrant colors? I love fall, and this project is a great representation of how fall should be. Warm, vibrant colors. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure doing the video. I hope you liked it and got inspired. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my blog for more card creations. The link is underneath the video, and see you soon for another card video. Take care. See you next time.